I saw this clip posted by Phil Labonte of a trans woman saying that they don't understand why someone could claim to accept a trans woman as a woman, but then still refuse to date them. Phil says, if a trans woman says they don't understand why a normal man doesn't want to date them, they are lying. Everyone, even trans people, understands why normal people don't want to date trans people, and it doesn't make you a bigot. And I am not here to disrespect this individual for being trans, but I'm here to point out two things. One, I'm going to play this clip for you so you understand, but these people are lying to you when they say they accept you as a woman. They're trying to be nice, okay? They're trying to make you feel good, but they really don't mean it. And more importantly, this trans person answers their own question in the video. Okay, let me play the video for you so that you can understand what I mean. And then hopefully this plays properly.
Because they are transgender is a form of transphobia. However, I think there are different levels of transphobia. On a scale of 1 to 10, messing up someone's pronoun would be lower on the scale.
Okay, I should pause real quick and say, messing up someone's pronoun is transphobia? Seriously? No, hold on. If you like trans people, have no issue with them, support and affirm them, and then use the wrong pronoun on accident, you're transphobic? Okay, that's just nuts. I'm sorry. But anyway, continue.
Offenses closer to 10 would be deliberately using the wrong pronoun or being Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay, I was going to pause right there. Like, you don't get to say other people are transphobic and then literally just insult another person for what reason? I don't know, whatever.
Personally would put refusal to date trans folks on the lower end of the transphobia scale. I just don't understand why folks can say that they accept trans women as women and then refuse to date them even though they're attracted to women.
Okay, let me pause right there. And, you got to hear the rest of this because she basically answers her own question. And yes, I have no problem using a person's preferred pronouns. So apparently that is not transphobic. But listen, my friend, I mean this with all due respect. I mean this in no way to be mean. They're lying to you. I am not here to play games and lie. That's not what I do. When someone comes to you, ma'am, and says they accept you as a woman, but they won't date you, they are saying that they really do not, but they are trying to be nice. And that's all we can really ask of anybody, right? Look, I have no issue with using someone's personal pronouns. I really, really don't care. I certainly do understand in a written context when it comes to news, if you do not include the trans status of an individual, it can actually alter the story completely. Like if you said, woman assaulted in prison by another woman inmate. People in their minds will imagine two biological females. But if one of those individuals is actually male, it's very important to include trans. People can understand. What if the trans person was the victim and it was because they were trans? Don't you then want to say, trans woman assaulted in women's prison by another woman? Isn't it important for people to know that it was because they were trans? Now, what if it's the other way around? You don't get to play favorites. If it's woman assaulted by a biological male, trans woman, that is also extremely important, especially when it pertains to sexual abuse. But let me play for you the end of this clip because the individual answers their own question.
In my world, that's acceptance with an asterisk. It's like saying that insects are food or that Tucker Carlson is a human.
I'm going to pause right there. I'm sorry. Again, I just do not like this at all. You expect of me to be nice to you, to respect your pronouns, and you say, Caitlyn Jenner, you insult Caitlyn Jenner, and then you say Tucker Carlson's not a human being.
Both are technically true, but
all right,
asterisks. It's like saying that insects are food or that Tucker Carlson is a human. Both are technically true, but
No, sorry, I'm not playing this game. You cannot tell me to respect you while you spit on other people. It ain't gonna happen. But let's assess the last portion of that clip, where the individual says, it's like saying that insects are food and that Tucker Carlson is a human, but both are technically true. It's your opinion that insects aren't food. It's your opinion that Tucker Carlson's not a human. Okay, see, those are things that are factually true. Insects are food, period, for a lot of people. Doesn't mean we have to enjoy it. Doesn't mean we're going to eat them. I personally would not like to eat the bugs. I don't care if I have to eat bugs because I'll do what I have to do to survive. But preferably, a nice steak and some chicken is okay. I'm not going to cry about it. Tucker Carlson, literally a human being. But here's the point. You say you don't understand why someone could claim to accept trans people as women, trans women as women, but also refuse to date a trans person despite being attracted to women. It's exactly what you said. Acceptance with an asterisk. You're right. But if you personally do not recognize insects are food or Tucker's a person, don't you get it? They don't actually think you're a woman. I think, as Phil said, they're lying. This person clearly outlines they understand. I think the issue is they just don't want to accept it. And look, if you don't want to be in reality or whatever, fine by me, I don't care. But do not force me to partake in your fantasy. That is to say, I have no problem with personal pronouns. I have no problem whatsoever with trans people. I really have no issue if this individual is happier the way they are. I'm happy for them. To be able to live your true, authentic self. That's a good thing. You know, it would suck to be bottled up deep inside, not being able to express yourself. I like playing music. I like playing guitar. I couldn't imagine what it would be like if people were like, you better not let anybody know you actually like those things. I like anime. I like Dragon Ball Z. I like Naruto. Big Naruto fan. Not a big fan of Boruto, but the original series. I got no problem saying like, I like all this weeb anime stuff. I like skating. I like video games. I play Overwatch. I play low skill diva, whatever, man. I am who I am. I have fun doing what I do. I'm never going to live a life where I'm just like, I better not tell anybody I actually did that. I got to pretend to be cool. So surely it does suck. But while simultaneously spitting on people, they demand from us that we affirm them and give them the respect they don't give other people or this person. So you know what they say? You have to respect somebody. No, you don't. Respect is earned, not given. And you, my friend, have not earned a single modicum of respect from me because you're just a mean, nasty person. Tucker Carlson doesn't know anything. Doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't know anything about you. So why just throw in those insults? I often try very hard to avoid directly insulting people. Sometimes I will. I try not to. I try not to get too angry. Typically, the angriest I get is when I call someone evil. Like that clip from when Matt Gaetz was on the show. And he talked about how they were waiting to vote on a bill to break up big tech. Paul Pelosi buys the dip. Then the bills don't make it to the floor. Then stock probably skyrocketed. Yeah, that's evil. There's a lot of evil people. You, I think, are just ignorant. But this is something we see quite a bit of. A lot of stories like this. They've been saying it for a while. That if you are a female if you're a lesbian who will not date a trans lesbian, then you're transphobic. That was a huge thing for years and it still persists. And the crazy thing is when I try talking to my friends about it, they say it's not true. And I'm like, dude, it's everywhere. It's viral. Maybe you just don't see it, but it is true. I am not saying it is the most prevalent thing, but it is true. We see videos like this. The one thing I want to make sure we got to be careful of is like, this is one person on TikTok. It's got 140,000 views. It is not the most viral or most prominent video ever. But I think it lays out an important point. And I hate to say it because I don't want to be mean to y'all. But these people need to understand the overwhelming majority of males do not think you're a woman. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. That's just the truth. And I think the whole affirmation thing is because they just want to feel like that. Yeah, well, it's unfortunate. Yeah, you know, sometimes I wish I was a stadium fill-in rock star. But I'm not going to demand people tell me that I am. Look, there are a lot of people who have taken their own lives because they never made it in Hollywood or became a rock star. There are many people who have taken their own lives because they could not be the best of the best of the best. There are people who felt deep down inside they longed for nothing more than to be the greatest soccer player in the world. And then they couldn't make it past high school. And these people get depressed, and sometimes they take their own lives. It's called the midlife crisis. Dude's got a construction job. He's looking back at his football days, and he's like, how did I miss, man? How did I not get the cut? I was in college, I was playing, and I didn't get drafted, and now I'm working where? I'm sure it happens. Now you want something different. You want to be something you are physically not. You cannot demand of other people that they just act like you are. And I'm not going to demand that anybody come to me and say, just, you know what? I know it's not true, but tell me I'm the greatest pro skater who ever lived. I'm sorry, dude. This is just a sign that you know and that other people know. We may be nice in using your pronouns and saying trans women are women, but deep down, you've said it yourself. People will claim it, but then not date trans women, which shows actions speak louder than words. It's not true for everybody. Some people probably have no issue with it. I'm just saying, you answered your own question. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up in a few minutes. Stick around, and I'll see you all shortly.